At least, but look on the bright side. Okay, yeah, there may be occasional little puddles, right? But they are naturally formed and not made, so they're likely to have any decorations like statues on them. So
That's true.
it all balances out.
It does, because statues are evil. Statues are fine as long as they're not looking at you. It's when they're looking at you, you've got to be careful.
One day I'll get them.
And then you shouldn't blink.
Welcome one against.
Well,
just wait till some plays.
It's just that I don't know whether or not they're stone giants or not.
Into the tunnels and other phobias.
So unless somebody goes up and pokes it with a stick, I'm just thinking that it's going to be a stone giant every time.
You can poke a stone giant with a stick, you know.
Yeah, but then I know it's a stone giant because normally it reacts badly.
Yeah, it's when they don't hit you need to worry.
Yeah.
Something like that.
My computer's been wonky, and I've been trying to figure out what it was, so I think I got it. And now I'm getting the table up.
Certainly can. We can certainly hear you anyway.
Yeah, because I'm not a quiet person.
That's why I was very confused. I thought it's.
That's one of the most surprising moments in all my time in theater was when the director screamed at me from the back of the auditorium, "I can't hear you, speak up." It's like, well, I never heard that in my life before. I didn't realize she was talking to me at first.
In fact, do you know what this most scariest monster ever is?
My son.
A stone giant in water wings.
Ooh.
Okay, so as I say, Dondrad has opened the secret passage, and the webs have all been burned.
So what you saying? You reckon we go through it and end up there?
Irina's meant to be a fire elemental, isn't she?
Yeah, they're meant to be a fire elemental and probably not prone.
So we're not going to rest, huh?
Rest just for a week or something.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine for an hour. Just don't. Not overdo it, or you could be in a real world of hurt.
Well, I'll just walk here then and make sure I don't overdo it.
If you want to sit down here and chill out for an hour or so.
But
you mean you could?
I don't think an hour is going to clear my migraine.
Only when you try and concentrate to cast spells or do anything else, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what you're saying? Your head's fine except when you're thinking. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem for you then, Sparkle Tits.
I could always turn into something that she could ride and rest. I don't know, a giant marsupial or something she can get in a pouch and fall asleep.
Oh, honestly, I'm worried about how tight that corridor's looking.
Well, I mean, Dodger doesn't want to sleep with all the spiders. All he has to do then is basically take a short step off that precipice, fall 150 feet into the water below.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind it. It's. I'm just thinking about other people. I mean, it's homely.
Can I have the map?
Especially down there at the pointy end. Do you know what I mean?
Unless otherwise stated by source, fatigue and exhaustion improve 1 level per hour. Characters incapacitated from fatigue or helpless may be unconscious. GM's call for 2d6 errors. So yeah, 1 level of fatigue does go in an hour, unless otherwise from another source. And I checked Backlash; it doesn't specify. It just says fatigue. Therefore, it's 1 hour to lose a point of fatigue.
Well, we could rest.
All right. Tell me what, Stunty. I'll clear a space for thee so there's no spiders, says Rannick, starting to kick spider corpses and what have you around so that there's a nice little space for him to sit in. That better?
Well, I mean, I don't mind them. It used to be, I mean, going back about 50 years now, but it used to be quite fashionable, you know what I mean? Toasted spiders and Weekend in the Cave.
A year ago. Bloody hell, you're old. Anyway, well, you can just consider it like this then. We can stop moaning about your headache, and then we can try and squeeze up that narrow cave.
Fine by me.
50 years ago, I'd not experienced caves. Firmly in the woodland for most of my life.
Well, I know,
No,
Mesta, I mean, I understand about the woodland, but the treetops are better than the ground.
50 years ago, I hadn't experienced doubt.
Would you add or believe it? Dondred and Arena are only 1 year difference in age.
Are they?
Obviously, I will not speak of the age of a lady, so therefore. But Jelsa is but half their age.
And still got a few years on Rannick.
Indeed.
Andrews.
Actually, you've read all the background stuff. How long does a gnome live?
They can live for quite some time because in this world, they're more likely to just experience the bleaching before they die until they experience. But we left there.
I think the answer to that question is it depends how annoying they get.
Functionally immortal, then.
Indeed.
Well, if we're annoying, but it's always a new experience for us, we won't get the bleaching. So
But basically, all gnomes are Call of Cthulhu characters in a D&D world because they're trying to die before they go mad.
Right, there we go. 1 hour later.
yay! Thank you guys. See, Rannick, you can be almost human sometimes.
And that's how I ended up living with Mr. and Mrs. Brown.
I will point out that none of us are human.
Well,
Yes, that's true.
Which were very nice of them, but I ended up doing an awful lot of. Was any bugger listening to me while I was telling my story? Yeah. You buggers!
Amber licks your face.
Aye, thanks, Foxy.
oh, Bert's not here yet.
No.
Since you're the smallest Sparkle Tits, why don't you go up through the teeny tiny passageway first?
How big is this passageway?
I've just realised I moved it on a bit, so it's Moon Day and the 4th of April. So,
Should have stopped for lunch, an early lunch.
looks like they're 5 foot squares, aren't they? So it's probably 5 foot if you're lucky.
What about the height?
Well, yeah, there's the
That's
question.
more what Rannick's worried about.
Okay, the cave is the tunnel beyond is wondering. Okay.
Oh,
The tunnel beyond leads some winding. Okay, so it is this one. So, the tunnels vary between 3 and 6 feet wide.
Still not telling me how high it is.
I know, doesn't tell me.
Make an executive decision then.
Jelsa just had a brilliant thought of something that she discovered she could do and hasn't told the others yet. But yeah, I'll go first.
So I will say, okay, so the width of these tunnels apparently vary between 3 and 6 feet wide. So we'll say the height varies between, well, at the lowest point you'll be crawling on your hands and knees.
What,
Well,
even
not
Jelsa?
Jelsa.
I'm talking
So,
about.
Jelsa's going to whistle and just skip on ahead. Come on, it's fine.
Would you like me to turn you into something that can walk on all fours to make it easier?
I'm not entirely sure I want you turning me to anything unnatural like.
I wasn't talking about unnatural. Amber walks on all fours, so does Schnuckums.
Aye, but that's natural for them, not for me.
Your choice.
Anyway, who's going next? Oh, Stunty's gone.
Well, it's not that. It's not that. I mean, it's not
Did I
something I'm going to
reach
hit my
the
head
dead
in.
end or something?
Oh, you reached the edge of the map, yes.
Well, I reached the edge of the map.
When everybody hurry up. I know it's lone places, but come on, get a grip.
I'll
There
take
is.
up
Okay, so you have entered a tangled maze of caves that the giants refer to as the river caves. These tunnels lead winding routes throughout the cliff face and everywhere. Okay, along the way, dozens of tunnels intersect the primary passage, sloping ever upward in an increasingly vexing maze. I've just paused myself because I'm the descriptions from as if you were going the other way, which of course you're not. These tunnels are infested with all manner of vermin, rats, slimes, and other creatures. Are you Rannicking a fox? Are you foxing Rannick?
Actually, I was foxing me, but let's change that for the sake of easier rules into a wolf or a dog, a small wolf or a dog.
Oh, I've got fox.
Okay, fine, fox it is. At least I'll be able to see in the dark. And I won't bang my head in anything.
I had fox, now I type it's not coming up. That's surreal.
Fine, do wolf.
No, if you delete, it's strange. It's something funky about the searching engine there. Okay, tokens. Fox.
With a rain, of course. So with
Obviously,
the
you want to be the reddest of red foxes, don't you? Look, that matches Amber. Look.
Yeah. Now 2 of us.
Indeed. I mean, if we want to be able to tell the difference, I could give you that fox.
I don't mind. I mean, if you hover over it, it's got the names anyway.
It does indeed. So, as I say, we won't worry too much about moving on from this map, as it were. So, yes, the small tunnels is for Rannick. It definitely is a claustrophobic ordeal. They vary between 3 and 6 feet wide and wrap over and under each other in a tangled 3-dimensional maze riddled with dead ends. I think we need. Well, obviously the dwarf is, I'm sure, doing your navigating. So let's have some survival rolls from the dwarf.
Oh, you know where you're going, Stunty.
No.
Obviously,
I thought was that.
It's completely black.
Right, for those of us that have got dark vision.
You need light for dark vision. Oh no, dark vision. Yes, good point.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Dad
Johnny.
and Bert and Rannick have all got dark vision.
I hope
Okay,
I've turned into a nocturnal animal.
You won't have dark vision because you won't be able to see. Actually, as a fox, thinking about it, you need to be a super. Look, obviously, foxes don't have magical ability to see in the dark.
I guess not.
You might want to rethink what you wanted to change into. Okay, so that's fine. So Dondrad, you go.
All right.
Dondrad leads you quite certainly the ways, and a mere 2 hours after you entered the caves, you can see light up ahead. You step out into a room full of burnt cobwebs.
Oh, what?
Right, okay, that'll make sense. So anyway, let's can we so that was a demo version. I think what we'll do is we'll go in and do it again and see that bit when it gets to the bit when it gets really, really tight and Rannick was complaining. We should have went right instead of left. It'll be right, honest.
You know what? In spite of all the bloody squeezing and what have you, I'm going first this time, says Rannick. And Rannick would like to make marks as we go along so he knows where he's been.
Well, I do actually have. Yeah, somewhere in the clerical vestment, we do have chalk.
And I'm going to trigger my survival training that I did so that I can try and guide us through these caves.
Yeah,
If I may.
we have got a packet of chalk somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here, aye.
You know what? I don't think I'll
There's a
reroll.
trail of glitter dust Jelsa around.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I'm sure we have a couple of wee shiny marks and.
Oh, look. Looks like somebody in plate mail scrolls through here. I wonder who that was, Stunty. Oh, there's a bit of me armour. Wondered where that buckle went.
I need to check something in there. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, uh-huh.
So anyway, I was quite intrigued when we flew down here about all the church music that was playing, which was quite nice. Just don't like the people playing it, but never mind.
Okay, so
All that banging and clattering of drums. That's what you play in church.
Oh, sorry, that then. Bats at least I know can see in the dark.
Depends on church, I think, Stunty.
Yeah, banging. Well, you do the whole drum.
Hang on, a small
bangy things.
dark. Small cat says it ignores penalties for dim and dark illumination. Would that count?
No,
No.
because it's pitch dark.
Which is the next level after dim and dark.
Oh, okay. I thought they were two separate ones. Well, bat then, because they don't see with light; they see with sound.
Exactly. Ooh, that's interesting.
I mean,
I've already added some new tokens in because I typed bat now. The first thing I got was a main battle tank.
Was into a battle tank. Okay. Bloody hell, what's that? You're not going to fit that down this tunnel.
And Dondran.
It shoots rocks at you. You die.
Bert and Schnooks. And if I do what that does and do that. Oh, Bert and Schnooks are technically outside the map, but that's absolutely fine. Okay. Okay. Don't worry, I'll make sure they come back into you know what I mean, but they're off the map, but don't worry about it too much. So, yes. What I want to do
light up ahead, or is that or not?
Hang on, I can't. Oh, it's over there. That's fine. I just need to do. I have some notice checks, please.
Did you give me the raise skill?
Yeah. I did notice that Rannick gave abuse to Jelsa about not
toughness too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rannick gave abuse to Jelsa about not thinking, and I couldn't say anything. I was in shocked silence.
Okie dokie. Well, basically, I shall have to do them for Bert and I shall have to do some notice checks for Bert and Schnooks. And Schnooks.
This is going uphill.
What was the idea?
Okie dokie. Okay. Does indeed.
What's that language we keep coming across that begins with T?
Oh yes, I need to add it in to this. Thank you. That's what I was going to do earlier, and then I found out I had. Oh, for crying out loud!
How many languages are we allowed?
Yeah, I was about to say you've increased your. Oh, that's what I was going to. That's what I was going to check up earlier. Thank you for reminding me. And I got distracted when I went into the languages tab and I had 200. I still do. There is some. I've got a module or some module or something's adding in all the languages again, so they're all doubling up when I click on languages. Core rules. Open the core rules because you've increased your smarts twice, Elsa. So
Yeah, because it's my spellcasting.
years.
And Arena's done it once.
Making characters. Languages. Where are you gone? Ancestry hindrances, traits, skills. Languages. Your character's ancestry grants one or more languages, and you know an additional language equal to half your smarts die type. Each of these languages starts at D6, except your character's native tongue, which starts at D8. So therefore, with smarts of 10, you should have 6 languages, Jelsa.
Right, but are they given retroactively?
Anyway,
Pardon?
That wasn't heard at all.
Jelsa probably starts with common and gnomish anyway, so probably should have 7.
Actually, she starts with 3: common, gnome, and sylvan. So she actually never picked any languages at all.
Oh.
Yeah, because we never really got in a discussion about it.
Point taken. Right. Yeah, I do believe in the player's guide to Rise of the Rune Lords. I'm fairly confident it says the Thessalonian is a recommended language, given the amount of things in this bloody adventure set that all appear to be using that language. So,
And given as old as the gnomish race is in this world, it's very possible that they've acquired that. Some among them they knew of that language.
You've heard it translated before, because I've translated it with. I mean, admittedly, I was talking to a dead guy. We were having a séance at the time, but yeah, I can read it.
I didn't actually need to roll it.
New language, Thessalonian. I'm going to make that. It's not giving me an option of what font to use. So Thessalonian's just going to be there. So basically, yes. So if you want it, there you go.
That's fine. I still got 4 more to pick, but I can do that later. I probably know orc because I hang out with orcs, and I probably learned dwarven over time because I hang out with dwarves.
Well, absolutely fine. So dwarven and orc, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 more. Go for it. Might as well pick them while you're here.
What are all the choices? Because I have no idea.
Can you see it? Okay, Abyssal, Aquian, Auran, Catfolk, Celestial, Draconic, Druidic, probably a bit limiting. Dwarven, Elven, Giant, Gnoll, Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, Ignean, Infernal, Sylvan, Terran, and Undercommon.
They're a racial enemy.
You speak what? Sorry.
Goblin.
Goblin. Goblin. Yeah, you speak Goblin. Then?
In their own language.
So let's see. You got Abyssal. I can't remember what Aklo is. I got Aquarian, basic Aquarian. So you got a language of the abyss, Aklo, which I can't remember what it is, Aquian, which is aquatic languages, Aurian, which I think is languages of the air, Catfolk, Celestial, which is angelic languages, Draconic, Dwarven, Elven, Giant, Gnoll, Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, Ignean.
Then probably Elven, because in Omesta, the elves own the ground and the gnomes own the treetops.
So let's see if this works. Here we go.
I didn't understand that. What language was that supposed to be?
That's because you typed it.
Because I can't spell?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's...
Oh, I understood it.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, no problem. I couldn't spell it either. I had to go get it up. Okay, so where were we? So back to the situation where we Dondrad Nondra notices something, and before he can voice it, literally coming out of hidden air compartments in the walls appear evil-looking, individuals.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like garden gnomes.
I was just going to look them up, actually.
Even miniature Santas, red caps.
Yeah.
Red caps.
Minuscule, like some minuscule wicked old man, this snarling little humanoid wears metal boots and a blood-red pointed cap.
Ah,
Heavy iron boots with spiked soles.
those little bastards.
Indeed, as they literally attack you for trespassing in their tunnels. However, and they go first with the Joker. This could be brutal.
Hey!
Yeah, that's
As
all
in-
I'm told.
Well, that's because everyone except Donjan was surprised. Because their stealth rolls beat your notice checks.
I see.
Ouch. Red caps. 2 hearts.
Ouch, indeed.
Ouch, 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 ouch indeed. Okay, so Red Cap has initiative. He comes charging down, muttering stuff under his breath, and basically says, "Jobs!" and kicks Rannick. Hitting.
Oh, that's something else.
Doing nothing of significant damage. Interesting. Red Cap number 2. Oh, you're over there. Why is it not highlighting him today? I've had this before. There we go. Well, he's gonna stay put. Number 3 is obviously a bat's very hard to stomp, so he's gonna have to stomp Rennick as well.
Is it?
Radix
Yeah,
going tough and armor.
that FX machine is driving along the motorway again, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, we've been attacked by the We Free Men, haven't we?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Yes. Oh, Crivens. I literally, yeah. Basically, they come pouring out of the thingies, muttering stuff. You could just about make out big jobs, and they all start trying to get the boot in. Over to you, Donjad.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have that.
Bitter and blasphemous. Red caps cannot stand the symbols of good aligned religions. If you please tell me you're praying to your deity to cast a spell right now.
Or the neutral deity.
It's a chaotic neutral divinity.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just going to whack one and then we'll decide how much trouble that we're in.
Oh, hang on. I forgot to check something.
Right, so seeing as I've seen him coming, let's just nail him to the wall.
I need to fit some stuff in these.
What?
What did that do?
Okay, so Charlie, the point is when I kicked Rannick earlier, it's after 16, so going up bonus 11 points. They didn't actually do 7 points of damage, they actually did 11 points of damage when they kick you.
Oh. Ouch.
They basically get they basically give +1 gang up on everything and add their total gang up bonus as damage.
All right, cool.
So two red caps get +4 damage to hit hurt basically.
Wow.
I was curious how they did it because the original thing is the red caps while they're wearing their hats. Okay, so Dondrad is doing. He's swinging his sword mightily, the brutal great sword. I take it you're not sweeping.
No, I'm just having. I thought I'd just take him out and have a. I'm just going to lean into him with my shoulder, pull my sword out across his throat.
Well, he did get a Benny, so I might as well try it this once. He soaks it. He ducks the cleaving blow of the blade.
You little.
You think you've got him bagged to rights? So all you do is chop the very tip of his his hat off, which obviously you can imagine makes him very mad. You're kidding me.
Wow.
The Joker again.
Oh, you got the Joker again. Okay, so this is actually +4 damage on top of this. So that's actually 17 damage to Rannick, which will shake him. This one's coming in as well. He doesn't see why all the others should have fun and not get in on the act, so he's going to stomp you as well, I'm afraid.
Bastard.
They can't go above +4, so +4 is still the maximum gang up. So that's actually 23 points of damage. So that's a wound.
Oh, well, I think I might have to try and soak that then. You little bug. Ow! What? Wouldn't you stop?
Yeah, you soak that. And I'm afraid, well, you're fighting off that last one. The other one's just basically kicking your kneecaps for all he's worth. Doing 14 damage, which 13 damage, which I don't think won't hurt you at all. Should have been down here. 14 damage, yeah, doesn't hurt you. I was adding the damage to the attack roll. That brings us down to this one over here, who is actually quite incensed because Dondrad just damaged his hat. The two red caps can't stand the symbols. Presenting such a holy symbol. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So he gets +1 gang up bonus. He doesn't get any other stuff. However, he's very angry, so he's going wild on Dondrad. Not factoring. I've got the gang up modifier wrong. I'll have to look up how it's meant to work, but it's fine. Let's hit Dondrad.
No, he doesn't get a gang up bonus because there's nobody there.
He gets a gang up bonus with himself.
He does.
Yes. They're formation fighters. They get a gang up bonus with themselves. They get +1 gang up bonus.
Hi, but I'm bonusing is he doesn't have any gang. Oh well, yeah, okay.
Actually, no point.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have any. He's got nobody standing adjacent to him.
No, I realised that after I said it. Shutting up now. So, yeah. Anyway, you take 2 wounds as this red cap just starts trying to kick your head in. Kick your head in. I do apologise, Wolf. For the bad accent.
We could all do bad Scots accents if you like.
Are you taking the 2 wounds, Mr. Dwarf, sir? Or are you going to soak them?
Oh, right, okay, right. Is it like that then? Right, fucking Sassenach and all that. Right, okay. Right. Oh, Oh, for
Not having much luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm taking 2 wins.
Yeah, basically. You swing and you slice at it. Unfortunately, you overextend the blade, and that means actually what ended up happening is the dwarf was able to get a right good kicking in across your chin, and your head snaps back. I know you're in a helmet. I know you're in a helmet and all that, so you know.
Yeah, but I've got drool inside of it, and it's icky.
Ew.
Meantime, this last one's going. Obviously, no, but didn't care. And yeah.
He's definitely going to get a gang up.
Okay. So that's a wound on Jelsa, and he literally just launches a kick right in towards her midriff. She uses her years of basically dodging people the same size as her to avoid it without issue.
I'm going to tell him, well, that ain't very friendly towards somebody who ain't done you no harm. I'm going to stab him with my scimitar, or try to. I miss with a 7.
Right, so they're sharp, they're fast little beggars.
Well, they're getting the jokers, not us. They're making us spend all our pennies.
Yeah, no.
Just me that's injured.
I'm afraid you're basically your head's still clanging around inside your
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
In fact, actually, I think I might have to just go back slightly, but
going to Benny
Yes,
to unshake.
I was hoping I had a proper clang. The best I can do for when the dwarf got kicked around the head is this one. Not what I was hoping for. I thought I had the good old clonk with the tweeting birds afterwards, but anyway.
We're
Okay,
gonna go for a desperate attack against the same person.
Desperate attack, eh? +2 or +4?
No, plus
Wild
2.
Attack.
No, desperate attack.
Desperate attack. So basically, bonuses to hit with penalties for damage, isn't it?
Yeah, so hit with a raise at -2 damage.
Yeah. So if you spend +2 on a desperate attack, you get +2 to hit, but -2 damage, so you can go.
Okay, come on.
Up to 4. Wow.
Will you die? There you go, 3 wounds.
Well, I did get a Benny again, so yes, he most certainly will. You leave the red cap in twain, I should say. Except the injury will go away in 24 hours. So.
Jill said, I got one off your back. That might make life a wee bit easier.
That brings us to Bert. I think it's
some
actually here.
They get better after being cut in half. Or they weren't.
Well, no, I was being lovely and dramatic, and then I actually saw what the damage roll was.
Oh, okay.
If you were talking, then we couldn't hear you.
Yes. I can see him in Discord, but
yeah, I can see it.
I can see the little green circle. Yep.
Yeah.
But there. I'll boost you.
Chair to keyboard interface issue. Okay, Bert is going to take 2 actions.
Okay.
His first action will be a favored spell.
Woo.
To entangle. I will be spending 10 points for a strong, hindering, tough entangle.
Ouch.
Well, in which case, I'll remove my template because I won't need to do that.
Okay. Did you want to go for the raise? Or are you happy to leave it at a success?
Well, since they're getting the jokers, I think I'll just leave it at the raise or that's a success for now.
Okay. I've targeted them up for you, so hit them with your effects. Very much.
And damaging. I forgot to say damaging. There it is. I did spend the points, but
Yeah, no, I mean for 10 power points, when I worked it out, it's like, hang on, I was just sitting there doing, hey, hang on, okay. Wonderful stuff.
And then my second action will be to shoot a phase arrow at, let's see, let's go ahead and shoot Redcap 2.
You know, I was going to do a damaging entangle on the 3 next to me with the trapping of Rannick sits on them. But I can't do that now. But I wanted to say I was going to do it.
Well, no, you see, the roots grow out of the walls and just start grabbing a hold of them.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I like it. You're going to fire a phase arrow, so it literally just basically an arrow shoots through Dondrad and Jelsa, and then it becomes solid. And hits Redcap number 2.
That was cooling and unnerving.
I think I'm. I think I'm going to go ahead and Benny that once.
Be my guest.
Yeah, never mind.
So close, but unfortunately, what obviously happens is the arrow phases just after it goes through Redcap number 2 as well. But it does freak him out.
Something silly like that. Mumble, mumble.
Oops, sorry. Schnookums. Press the button I didn't mean to press.
Okay, Snooks is going to move up here next to Jelsa and attack Redcap 5. This will be a pounce.
Okay, pounce enabled. Targeting enabled. Let's see what happens. And wild attack, which of course you have to do to pounce. Go for it. Two hits. Oh, shucks. That's 5 pennies. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Wow. And for the second attack? Yep. Well, he's bleeding out after the first attack. So we won't worry too much. So Snooks dispatches the Redcap that was attacking Jelsa.
Yeah, basically, Schnooks sees that Jelsa's getting attacked and just goes crazy on this little thing. It's a lot like a cat with a bird.
And Rannick.
Since these red caps are now pinned to the wall, Rannick wants to grab Redcap number 2 by the beard and say, "Those boots are bloody painful. Did they know that?" And turn to Redcap number 3 and, using Redcap number 2 as an improvised weapon, kick Redcap number 3 in the head with Redcap number 2's boots. So how are you going to adjudicate that one, Kev?
Dead silence. I love that response. Dead silence.
And I have just taken the improvisational fighter edge with my ranged tactics.
Yeah, okay for that. Go on then. So you're going to use Redcap number 2 to attack Redcap number 3.
Yes, correct.
Redcap number 2 needs to target Redcap, not you, needs to target Redcap number 3. So go on then, but you need to target Redcap number 3 yourself manually. And then do an improvised fighting roll.
Well, I don't have an improvised weapon, but since I've got the improvised fighter edge, I don't have any penalty, so I can just use anything. But
Doesn't have modifiers on it.
no.
Brawl
Out
is
of
your
interest,
best bet. Brawl is your best bet.
yeah, true. Out of interest, what type of creature are they?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Of course, they're type NPC once they get into the combat tracker. Evil Fae.
Evil Fae. Okay, so I don't have any bonuses against them since they're not humanoid. So that's still a hit.
Mm-hmm. So then, Red Cap number 2 has to boot Red Cap number 3. You are kidding me, aren't you?
Yes.
However, you don't get its Joker bonus, so it's only a shake and not a wound. I'm afraid to say.
Oh.
But you basically do get one of them to kick its mate.
Good. Well, that was the intent. Now, how do you like that? Let us through, or you'll be kicking your mate in the head again. Right.
I mean, technically, you can just auger it off now, can't you? If you want to.
Yeah, I could, but I want them to tell us it's fine to go first because they attacked us with no provocation. Bloody awful that.
Had every provocation in the world. You were in their caves.
They could have said hello.
We had of every provocation. We're bigger than them.
They did say hello. They're saying hello at the moment. What's your problem?
Interesting manner.
Nice, like that.
That's how they say hello. Stitch this. Yay, what's out there? What I'm gonna... Yeah, that's okay.
Do I see anything?
Well, this is the thing, actually. It's like, if you... I mean, the fight's meant to be happening. The fight's meant to happen somewhere else, but obviously with the only 2 maps, this is where the tokens are. And then potentially they hear you, and then everyone knows you're coming. So, as you look, no, because it's pitch black and you're using sound. So, actually, but you're getting echolocation back, so it's like sonar, isn't it? There you go.
Thank you.
In fact, actually, you can see the other one because you're coming into the southwest corner of the cave. So, in fact, actually, yes, that last bit is quite pertinent, isn't it? Thinking about it,
I would say yes. Yes, that bit is.
Yes. Okay, combat round number 3, and the red caps are going first.
I thought you were going to say that in the room description is bing, bop, 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 bing, 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 bop.
Definitely not.
Bing.
Okay, athletics to break 3.
They're good at going first, aren't they?
They're very good at getting going first. Aren't you lucky
However.
that doesn't? Aren't you lucky that critical failure shouldn't apply to you in any way, shape, or form, Ray?
I am, yes.
Okay, so red cap number 1, unfortunately breaks free, which means he will not be taking damage at the end of his turn. Red cap number 2. These guys are evil.
Could I oppose that one as I was using him, holding him by his beard and swinging him around?
I will re-roll it as an opposed roll if you want it to be an opposed roll. Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Sounds beardy enough to me.
I'd like to keep my little red cap flail.
It's like a pinata, only there ain't sweets in there.
Spend a penny on that then. Sorry.
Uh,
I
I'm
could
the
have been
def-
really evil. I could have been really evil, make it mean the critical failure in the first place, but I wasn't.
I'm the defender in that case, so I've still got the bugger by his beard. Splat.
Red cap number 3 is remaining shaken, therefore red cap number 3 is going to take damage. Terrifying that, wasn't it? But they keep taking it every turn until they escape, don't they?
Yeah.
But
Okay, well, Sense-Bird obviously needs to practice this phase arrow a little bit more. He's going to stay right where he is, actually, and shoot Red Cap 2 again.
okie dokie. That's a hit for damage. That arrow definitely goes through Radix's chest.
Mm.
And just keeps right on going. Amber ducks.
And
Amber ducks.
It passes through the red cap that I'm using as a weapon. I say, Bert, bloody hell, you're trying to disarm me or what?
Snooks. Unless you want to move. Well, you can move.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Snooks is going to come up here and go crazy on number 3.
Okay, now I'm just going to think of this. Wasn't expecting this one. However, I will say the arrow obviously becomes solid after going through red cap number 2, whistles over Amber's head, narrowly misses Arena, and Arena, basically, you know the thing that we decided was quite pertinent?
Yes.
Yeah. It's now basically the arrow severs it, so it at one end, so it literally something tumbles out of it onto the floor, and is rather angry.
Unhappy?
Yes. As Bert's arrow destroys its bed. Snooks.
Oh, forgot to target.
That's okay. You could argue I didn't do it either. I'm just going to do that because somebody basically woke him up and broke his hammock at the same time, so he's angry. Okay, so in the meantime,
Let's go ahead and spend one of his bennies to retry that.
Okay, now Snooks is targeting him and going to spend a Benny. Well, I'll spend it. You can re-roll. That's the easiest way to do that one, isn't it?
Nice reroll.
It still didn't register it as an attack, did it? Interesting. Hit with a raise. And a hit. Okay, so the first one takes it out. And the second one?
Splashes it on the walls.
Indeed. Very much so.
Now, because of her size, Joseph should be able to squeeze up here past Snookums and next to Rannick, right?
Yep.
She doesn't like these things, and she's gonna scream something at him and fade. Apparently, that's what.
There's a bright light coming down the tunnel towards you, and something going. Ah! Actually, I can do better.
I'm mad at these things.
Actually, I can do better than that. It's doing this. Okay, you hit red cap number 2, but failed to get through its tough armor. Arena.
Okay, I'd like to drop form and turn into something else. Can I do that, please?
Yes.
Lovely. I think I'm going to turn into a alligator.
Okay.
Okay, no need to get snappy about it.
Ah. so much better at fighting than a bat.
Ooh, that's quite horrifying. Okay. Okay, so you are turning into an alligator. Sorry, I was just looking. Basically, a red draconic humanoid is charging down the corridor towards you, spear in hand, raging all the way, light being emitted from the spear. Seems to be grabbing at something. It seems to be grabbing at some bead upon its neck.
No, that's not good. Okay. Am I allowed to fight in the same turn that I change?
Only if you want to put a multi-action penalty on your spellcasting roll.
I guess not then. All right, fair enough. I guess I'll just do the transformation this turn. That's
I think
fine.
that's the closest I can find. That's. I'll do that again a sec. I think that's the closest I can find to a red alligator. Or did you want to do? I can do crocodile if you'd rather.
Either. They're under the same listing anyway.
I know. It's just I actually have different tokens for alligators and crocodiles. Effects. Interesting.
There we go. I was trying to find the size of it there.
It's under alligator, so yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to find the size of it. It is size 2, so yeah, you are still small, which is strange. You're not small, but you know what I mean. Small in terms of fancy grounds.
And the largest you can get without changing template size.
Basically, yes. And yours doesn't last longer than a standard 5, doesn't it?
It does if you pay the extra power point.
Oh, if otherwise.
Because it's pointless to not bother.
So it's 50 rounds it lasts.
That's the right flipping button anyway.
Okie dokie, that brings us to Don of the Drad.
I still can't really see it. It's a bit tight in there, isn't it? I shall drink a potion of healing, and I will. Yes, cast. I'm going to cast. In fact, let's target Bert as well because we can. But not myself. And then we cast Gorham's Holy Weapon.
You're casting Gorham Holy Weapon on what on Rannick?
On Rannick and Bert.
Yes, but if it's smite, you have to cast it on a specific weapon. So which weapon on Rannick?
Rannick is currently wielding a red cap, and if you cast it on the
you're not really because it's free. You're not actually wielding it. You think you've got hold of its beard, and that's about it. You can't use it as a weapon. That's for sure.
Oh, it's going to be Rannick's sword and Bert's bow.
Okay. Believe me, if you try to use the weapon, then it will
use the sparkly things. That's +2 damage.
Really?
Yeah, so use the sparkly thing.
Actually, I think the easiest thing is obviously you had hold of it, but it's broken free. And obviously, it's basically you're holding onto its beard, but it is on the ground trying to kick you.
All right. Well, in which case, I will have to. I will draw my sword and slash at it with my sword.
Okay.
And then, after the results of that, I may end up letting go of it and getting my shield out as well. We'll see.
So, if it had succeeded, but you'd beat it, then I'd agree. It got free, but you had hold of it. But you equaled each other out, so I figured the best impasse was you've got hold of it, but you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So I now leave my sword to be the.
You've got hold of its beard, is what I mean, rather than hold of it.
Yeah. Okay. And I will sword it with Worm's Doom.
Could be worse. You could be vomiting ogres still. But that was Bert, wasn't it?
You see vomiting ogres?
Yeah, don't you remember when Bert vomited up the ogre?
Oh yes, you did, didn't you? Amazing what slipped your mind.
It is rather. That's a
Uh,
small. That's a hit on. That's a big hit on a small red cap.
It is, and was it a raise or a single bonus on the smite? Just a single.
Sorry?
No, it's
I was-
on there. It's on
I was-
there
I was-
+2.
Yeah, I was checking to see if the smite was on the combat tracker or not, and it is.
It is.
Right, so hang on, I've got to pick the right damage because it's not a favoured enemy, and it's not a sneak attack because he wasn't vulnerable, was he?
No. Camera picks up the colour change.
Okay, let
Really?
me show them.
No, it doesn't pick up the colour change.
I am
Nice
going
display.
to I'm going to dump him on top of the other red cap and get my shield out. I think.
Okay, sorry about that. I was playing with my. I was playing with my. With one of my new toys. It's a 1 foot. It's yeah. It's definitely 12. It's a 12-inch D20
Awesome.
with LEDs inside it, so it lights up. It's a D20 light.
Tiny.
Awesome.
It is. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay. This draconic humanoid comes charging forwards, stabbing the short spear of light at the alligator in front of it, hitting, doing enough damage to shake you. Doesn't pierce your hide, but it's a bit off-putting. Finishes in his other, basically there, as I say, it grabs a bead off the necklace around its neck and holds it in its hand. New round. Jelsa to go first.
What is that extra D6 for giant killer?
I don't know.
I'm a size 2.
Yes,
Well,
we
if
should
it-
probably.
I
Yeah,
don't
yours.
think it's a
Yeah.
bugger.
If it's size -1, you're 3 sizes bigger than it, so it will do 3. It will do an extra D6 of damage if it's got the giant killer edge.
I didn't think it was that small.
Kobold.
Oh, it is a kobold? Okay.
Yeah.
The picture's not real clear to me. Okay.
No, it's size
Yeah,
-1.
So yeah,
Okay,
against
never
size
mind.
2, it will get extra damage. Ouch.
Oh, wait, what size are they?
It's a berserking kobold. Oh, sorry, the red caps. The red caps. That's a good question. The red caps are small. They're size -2. Red caps.
Oh, okay, so I'd still get the -2 penalty.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No. The berserking kobolder is the size -1. I want to call him a berserking kobolder. I should have said kobold berserker. Okay, you Rena, the crocodile, or alligator at least, recovers from being shaken.
So I know how to distract the berserking kobold. You just have to mention King Torg, and it will have to stop and say, "Oh, hail King Torg!"
That's true.
I'm afraid
But
that
that
one
only-
passed over my head.
That only works for people that have played Kobolds Ate My Baby.
That's true.
It also, unfortunately, does say any attempt to distract or trick her doesn't work. She automatically attacks.
Right.
You hit the berserking kobold.
I can't believe a 13 wasn't a raid. Okay.
I'm just gonna. I actually need to check what. Okay. Oh, hang on.
I
You
got
moved
3
up
wounds
to it.
anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I need to slightly. As you move up to bite the kobold. It gets first strike on you.
No, it already struck her, didn't it?
It was in reach, but then if she moves up, okay, point taken. Yeah, shutting up. You got 3 wounds on the.
Hang on then. If it's already struck her, that means
That was
it's got
last
2
round. That was
Yes,
last round.
Yeah, but barbarians, when they're raging, must wild attack. Therefore, it's got to be vulnerable. And there was no vulnerable bonus on Arena's attack, which means that was actually a raise.
It doesn't matter. It's still 3 wounds.
Just bit it in half.
Yeah, but with an extra with an extra D10 damage on the raise from the thing, it could
There you
be
go.
forward and put it in one go.
Bother.
That's all right. Just use 2 bennies.
Red caps. Right, kick the crap out of the annoying ruse lawyer. Oh, it critically failed. It's kicked its boot off.
I've done that before while doing the can on stage. It flew off into the third row of the audience and hit my next door neighbour in the head.
And you just go, I wanted to do that.
It was pretty hard not to collapse into hysterical laughter, to be honest.
That takes talent.
2 wounds.
How dare you, you little bugger, you! You are starting to annoy me.
You soak of them. No problem at all.
Oh.
Okie dokie. Right, well, wild attack is now enabled. Well, I would have done more damage to Arena last round if I had remembered the wild attack. So, yeah, it's fair play. Okay, so I'm going to take a multi-action. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to open up character sheet. I'm going to go to the main tab. I'm going to go to gear. I'm going to go to that. Okay. Yeah, okay. That then. So, first thing it does is it throws the bead it pulled off its necklace.
I have a horrible feeling I know what this is going to be.
Which lands with precision accuracy.
Oh, well, at least the red caps might not be a problem anymore.
Indeed.
Isn't that longer range?
No.
Bummer.
I'm afraid not.
I have a feeling that what this is works almost exactly like a wand of a certain type of spell.
Yep, as the fireball detonates into your feet.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was going to be. I had a feeling that that was going to be a necklace of fireballs and we were all going to burn to death.
Yes. Oh, jeepers creepers.
Wow, Snookums.
Oh no, not Snooks. No. Oh crap. Snookums has got 4 bennies.
I've got common bond. Maybe I bat that one out of the way with my tail.
I'm incapacitated.
Righty ho. So, are you? Did you not even get a save?
No.
No, you can soak the damage.
Yeah, he doesn't have any bennies.
That one there. That Benny I've just dropped for Snookums.
Snooks, okay, dokie. So that gives Snooks 5 bennies. Okay, off you go, Snooks.
Who doesn't have any? Run it. Okay, there you go.
It was Dondrad who didn't have any.
Oh, Dondrad. He's got one.
I gave him a benny in the edge, yes.
Okay, fair enough. There you go. I've chucked a couple of my bennies back there.
Thanks.
Which is obviously me waving my tail in the way of the fireball.
Oh, the dwarf is he's hanging in there.
Okay, Schnooks rolls a 12. Though he takes 1 wound, but is singed. Okay, so let's go down the list. Let's see what we have here. As the fireball detonates with a... you shouldn't be affected, Arena. It must have targeted you by mistake, so you're okay. So, Jelsa, have you soaked any damage? I can't see any soak attempts on Jelsa.
Jelsa's got some.
That
Jelsa's
amulet, which gives a +4 bonus on a soak roll, doesn't it? To negate 4 points of the damage, which takes it down to 21. So it's only 2 wounds on her. That soak roll means you will take 2 wounds after that soak roll for 4, if you're okay with that.
That's fine.
Yeah, so your gem activates and absorbs 1 wound, and then obviously you are able to dodge to the side. Almost enough. Okay, in the meantime, I'm not going to worry about the red caps. They are literally just going to be incinerated in the blast. That brings us down to Rannick, who takes 1 wound from the explosion. Schnookums takes 1 wound from the explosion, and Dondrad is in a very bad way there. Okay, in the meantime, with his second action, he's now going to stab Arena. Or she's now going to stab Arena. It's actually a female kobold, I should point out. And she does naffle damage by those rolls, but the giant killer kicks in and possibly pulls it back to cause a wound. You gave out bennies earlier. That was very nice. Allow me to award you a benny for giving out bennies earlier.
Nice, thanks.
Which you soak. Okay, but Burke survived the entire blast unscathed, or did I not apply the damage to him?
Well, no, Bert wasn't in the area. Bert's way back here.
Oh, wait, way back there. I apologise, Bert. Yes.
Okay, so I need to move up a bit. I'm going to step up here behind Dondrad. Not quite close enough. Step up here. Scooch, you. I'm trying to get the short range for my bow.
Yes, 15 inches, yeah. Long bow, I take it.
Yeah, my brutal longbow.
Yeah.
And I think there's still enough stuff between me and it. I am going to use a phase arrow again.
Okay. That hits. That's a wound. However, I'm afraid, yet again, you're just not getting the phasing right.
Well, no, I got it right. It just only hit his shirt.
Yes, very true. That is true, actually. Yeah. Let's have a look. Gear. Yeah, basically the arrow fails to penetrate the chainmail shirt. She looks a little shaken and cooked and shaken, unshakes. She doesn't like getting singed.
And spend a little bit of time cleaning himself of this singed fur.
Okay. Rannick recovers from the explosion.
Okay, Rannick is going to switch to his spear.
Okie
Runs forward to there.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "You little bastard! Hold still while I stab thee." And then entangles Enger.
I really hate that. It's just like,
Yeah. Hang on. Where are we?
Mind you, I had some fun when I hit you with the monks, didn't I?
You did. So no, I need to, I'm going to do it with the raise at toughness 10. Oh, I appear to have bound myself. Can you unbind me?
No, because I think it's much funnier.
Holding it backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That. And then I'm going to jab the little bugger with my spear.
Okay.
And you know what? I think I'm going to wild attack as well, because that makes sense at this point. Well, that's the raise I needed. And it's a humanoid, isn't it? And add 4 to that, please, because
Yes.
I moved more than I moved far enough for my rhino hide to kick in. So that's 24.
He wounds.
Take that, you little bugger.
Gondrad remains shaken, obviously, basically sort of melting inside his slightly frost armor. Frost? Cooked armor, I should say. Yelsa's first on the ace of spades.
Do you still move when you're shaking?
Yes, you can still move while shaken.
Chelsea's gonna kind of slump to the floor and dig through her pouch and take out a potion of healing. Because these don't specify major or minor, I'm assuming minor, right?
Yes, yeah. I assume minor unless they say major. Yes.
So a potion of healing takes 1 wound, right?
Yes, and obviously as 2 actions, you could drink 2 potions if you wanted to.
Then I'm gonna drink 2 potions and sit there and go, "You guys got it."
So drink 2 potions of healing to heal yourself back up.
And I did that.
Okay, I'm going to have to spend a penny to unshake. Okay, as a first action, Inga reaches into a pouch and drinks a potion.
Don can only try to break free. Fully entangled is bound.
Oh, fully entangled in that case. Oh, you bound her, did you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I were bound to do that.
Okay, well, as a first action, she breaks free.
All right.
As a second action, then all she can do is drink a potion.
Okay. What am I defending against?
Right.
Oh, she didn't get the raise to break free, though, did she? So that means she's back down to she's still entangled, just not bound.
Well, you better dump an entangle on her then.
Well, if I put another entangle on her, will that bind her on top of an existing entangle?
No, well, I mean, as in put the effect back on so she's entangled.
Oh, I know that. I was just asking if, as she's entangled already, if I then entangle her again, will that stack up to bound?
No.
All right, fair enough.
Definitely not. Even though the rules say completely the opposite.
Yeah. That's totally fair.
Isn't it?
I'm just spitting his dummy.
As Engo gets one arm free and drinks a potion, Rannoch's going to say, "Oh no, you don't, you!" And the snare around Enga pulls tighter again. Wahaha! Turning that into bound.
Oh, go on then, upgrade it to bound.
I just did.
Yes, you did.
And then I'll hit her again.
You're so brave, Rannick, hitting a bound up kobold that's half your size. I'm so impressed at your manliness.
Oh!
You know what? People often say that I'm stupid, and they say that I don't think straight. But this is an exact example of how I'm actually very clever, he says, ramming the spear into the kobold.
So what you're saying is that basically when you meet new women, you bind them up and then stab them as hard as you can with a spear to kill them. That's very manly of you. Murdering defenseless females that way. I know she's.
Oh, blessed damsel in distress.
I know I'm messing with his mind.
Well, oh look, Rannick's failed to make a point, or maybe he has.
Oh, I'll give you one for that. I like that. That's a wound.
That'll do.
But
Bert is going to stay right where he is and fire another phase arrow.
yeah,
I gotta get this
I
right
must admit,
eventually.
it has to be pointed out. You have to be firing phase arrows because at one point, right here, the arrow's actually going through the rock wall, which is so
Yeah,
cool.
I know.
I didn't have an issue with it because you were firing phase arrows. You are literally shooting it through a wall there. Okay, that's a wound. So that's a thunk. Brings us to Snooks.
Snooks is... you guys got this. Snooks is going to continue cleaning himself.
Showtime, Reenie.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
Oh, come on. I just did... Hang on. I put cool shot on that and it didn't apply. I'm going to Benny it anyway, so...
A cool shot would make it worse.
Yeah, I know that, but it hasn't applied and I'm intending to Benny it. So
Yeah. What were you calling shot for?
the head.
Okay, -4 to hit, +4 damage.
Should work this time, hopefully.
No.
Of course.
You do need to roll a 14 on a cool shot to the head for the record.
I was doing it with a wild attack.
Yeah.
And she's bound. So, yeah, I think it
Which
was
gets you a
good
+2 bonus, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, it needs to roll a 10.
You need to roll a 10 at least, yeah.
I was rolling better than that before I tried the cool shot, and then I tried the cool shot, and suddenly I can't roll for 6, so never mind.
Always the way.
Yeah.
God of the Dread has unshaken. I think he's fused his jawbones together. He's not saying much.
Multi-action, and moves to there. First action, drink a healing potion. Second action, cast healing.
Okay. Okay. Healing potion or major healing potion?
Just a minor one. So there
Minor
you go.
healing potion gets you down to 2 wounds, no problem at all.
So 2 wounds, and then we're going to try and cast healing.
Channel energy healing, or I assume.
Yeah. Cast on myself and Rannick.
Yep.
And we'll see what roll we get.
Jelsa's heals, you don't need to worry.
Come on, go Ram, please. I mean, that was like awesome fight and all this. Did you see with the way I killed the guy with his sword and all that?
A nice roll.
There you go. It was a waste of healing potion.
No, it isn't, because you can only ever heal 2 wounds, can't you?
Is it?
Yes.
But it was a good fight. He's pleased. Back in the good books.
You cleared up that hole that the boots of butt kicking made. Nice one.
You are kidding me, really?
Waha.
Improved evasion, no one gets a free attack on her. Not improved evasion, you know what I mean. Extraction.
Did she
Three
use
target-
strength? Hang on. Was she using strength to break free from the entangle?
Yep, which is factored in.
It's an extra -2 to use strength to get break free.
She gets free anyway. 'Cause I'm not. She gets free anyway.
Is that because you don't want us to have a necklace of fireballs?
Trust me, you do want to get hold of it because what she's going to do what she's actually meant to do is if you get her down to like you have there, she's actually meant to leave the necklace of fireballs at the entrance, take one off, run off a bit, and the first person who steps out, she detonates the whole necklace.
Ooh, ouch.
Anyway, Radek, you're up.
And she ran off, did she?
Actually, she can run, can't she? But yeah, she ran off.
Well, I'm certainly getting that far. And I probably am going to run after her.
Get 3 more inches of movement. Whoa, the hell happened there?
No idea.
I saw you click and then it just shut off. Try again. I'll tell you what it is. You're trying to move through the wall. Okay.
Okay.
So,
I was within reach 2, and I moved 1 inch less than her, and she's now 6 inches away. How did that work?
I don't know because Fantasy Grounds is crashing on me.
That's weird.
Also, I basically... Well, let's put it another way. You basically tried to hug the wall. She didn't. Therefore, you got stuck on the wall. If you'd actually moved round the wall, you're 3 inches, you might have done it. But Fantasy Grounds has crashed now, so... We'll never know.
I'm still counting that as 13 inches that she moved.
Mm.
Right.
But that's just me being...
Right, so why don't you do your 3 inches of movement... Right, here we go, there we go. Look, we're going to be pedantic about it. There we go. Let's go back. Okay, here we go. Right, your turn. You get to there, that's 7 inches to there, yeah? You want to hug the wall, yeah?
Well, I want to go after her.
Yeah, so there you go. There's your 13 inches.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm... Well, I'll just have to chuck the bowlers after them.
You've got to reach up that spear. What, you got to reach your 3?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so if you... There, I've changed your reach to 3. Is it what is it, a +1 reach or a +2 reach spear?
It's +2 reach.
Well, that gives you reach 4, doesn't it? So there you go. There you go. Look at you. She's in range.
Okay, well, in that case, I will whack her with my spear.
And she has a short spear, which only is reach 2. So she...
A short spear doesn't have any reach because
That's true, yeah.
One-handed.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, there you go. You're in range of her, but she can't first strike you.
That is kind of what I was hoping. I will take my reroll. Oh dear.
You slip on a puddle of something, and you all know what that means, don't you? Actually, yeah, we know what that means.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's these various piles all around. He probably stepped on one of the piles, and
indeed, yeah,
supposed to step around those piles.
Yep, but he is stumblefoot, so we all know what happens when Rannick critically fails on attack. He's prone.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, I heard that. The only bad thing about it is that we didn't all get to see it because it's round the corner, but what a clatter.
It is time. It is time. You've done it enough times now, mate. There you go. Just so everyone knows, I'll roll something for you. There you
Thank you,
go.
Oh look, with that athletics roll, I must be standing up again.
I'm just rolling that so that everyone can see. I have decided to name you as Jelsa called you many, many adventures ago.
Oh, you mean Stumblefoot's back? I'm way back here, so I didn't see it, so I won't be laughing at it.
Sorry, Bert. I accept your 6 inches of movement.
No, it's all good. I'm going to move to there, and I'm going to use a phase arrow.
You haven't got line of sight, have you?
I don't need line of sight. It ignores all cover.
Yeah, but
And
you've got to see the target.
But he went that direction.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Right?
No, fine.
If you could see her, yes. If you knew where she was, yes. You can't just fire an arrow through a rock face and just happen to hit her by sheer chance. Do you know what I mean?
It could have been a blind shot. Oh well, whatever.
Well, yes. Okay, that's right. Reasonable. I'll give you a minus 8.
Yeah.
We'll treat it as fair enough. We'll treat it as extreme range. I didn't make that number up. You know what I mean? I didn't make the number up. I figured extreme range is the fairest way to do it, isn't it? Which means you only missed by 1.
Actually, no, because it already included the medium range -2.
Well, there you are. Then go for it. If that includes the medium range -2, that means you need to take 6 off that, which is a 5. So I will allow, by sheer blind luck, you do actually hit. Why not? Why not? That just seems to be Okay. Yep. You fire an arrow. You hear you don't hear anything, but you just get the impression it was a good shot.
Well, actually, you'll hear. Nice one, Bert. Oh,
I'm not sure if that means I shot
be
him.
honest. Yeah, let's be honest about it. I sure heard him falling over and just aimed over his head.
And then Rannick would like to crawl over and grab the lit up spear and say, "Magic spear, must be mine," and put it in his quiver.
Combat round's not over yet.
Oh, sorry.
Schnookums. See, the second part of the description would say how there's a hammock here, but someone's arrow shot it earlier.
Yeah.
So it's just a cloth hanging from one of the walls. Got it.
Yeah.
A net even.
Yeah, Snooks can't do much else, so.
Undrad's running. You got through an awful lot of bennies quite early on.
Haven't we, Bert?
Well, no, you have made me smile, so. Bennies should flow. Jimmy Monker isn't here to award them to you also. Undrad, are you doing anything when you get to there?
Right, so I've just run through up there, and she's down, is she not?
She's bleeding out at the moment.
Nice one, Bert. That's a cracking shot. So is Rannick just going to sleep there all day or what?
Possibly. Jelsa!
Thanks for
Just
that.
going, hey guys, don't leave me back here all by myself, and she's gonna run forward.
Yeah, so it's lying. She's lying in the ground, bleeding out, and I'm just going to stand here and watch it.
Well, the point is when it comes to wild cards and things like that, if they're bleeding out, I leave them on the tracker. Obviously, if you want to finish them off, you can, or if you want to see if they recover, because if they recover, then obviously they don't die. But so it's quite that's why I do it, because you may or may not want to.
Yeah, somebody might want to question him. Unfortunately, I'm not going to because I'm just bad.
Well, Bert's up on the. But Dave, you ordered another Benny there, so I feel like I didn't need to award you one, but too late now. Damn it. Just give myself one instead. Bert's going to move 12 inches. Go for it, Mr. Bert.
Yeah, Bert's only going to move 11. He's going to come up here behind the gator and just kind of pet it a little bit. It's a good gator. Yes, him is a good gator.
I'll grin.
And Schnooks.
Schnooks is going to walk over to one of the piles of dead mice and kind of bat one around a little bit, seeing if it'll get up and run.
Did a ring smile like a crocodile?
Okay, Enga is basically holding on.
Still bleeding, yeah.
Yeah. Arena. Don of the Drad.
Should I just put her out of misery? That was stunned silence. Oh.
Don't mind me. Panic from the floor.
No one's telling you not. No one said not to. So if you want to do it, do it.
You can't hear shrugs.
Yes, so we'll just go up there
Actually,
and we'll just.
Well, to be honest, actually, you don't have much choice. Actually, do you?
Well, that's the point. That's the point. No, I mean, I can just let her bleed. I can let her bleed out. You know what I mean? Quite happily. But it's not. I'm not cruel. I'm not a cruel person. I just think that everybody should die and God should sort them out.
It's not
our place to judge.
So in that case, combat is over.
That Rannick would like to walk over to the corpse, grab the glowing spear, and say, "Magic spear must be mine, right?"
Oh, it's on the party sheet.
And if nobody objects, Rannick will pop the magic spear into his magic quiver.
So I take it she has got a magic necklace on.
Yeah, it's there. Wonderful item.
Yep, magic fireballs. There's only 2 beads left. The large one and the small one.
Mind you, I'll hold it out to Dondrad first. Say, so Stunty.
Sorry. The medium one and the small one. She used the large one, and you lot, didn't she?
I think that Jelsa should have that.
Other than being glowy, Stunty, does this do out? Do you reckon?
The what? What, the spear?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, technically, yes, it does.
Well, share. Oh, it's extra pointy. That's all right.
Her armor is magical as well.
Ooh.
A shield isn't. A sling isn't.
Yeah, but it's naff armor though.
Yeah,
because it's not made of plate mail. Therefore, all armor it's not plate mail is naff.
No, but the thing is, obviously, if anyone wanted a magical suit of chainmail with Aegis enchantment on it, it would actually magically change shape to fit them.
Yeah, but the only one of us that can wear it without losing all of their class skills is Dondrad.
All right, fair enough.
I passed that to you, Jelsa. In my tea.
Okay, Jelsa's.
I'll pat the alligator on the head.
I don't know why, but you've gone all quiet. I can barely hear you. I'll alter your volume.
Me quiet? Never.
No, Jelsa. I couldn't hear what Elspeth said.
Oh, I just said I'll just pat the alligator on the head.
Ah, thanks. Again, I'll grin with lots of teeth.
So the necklace of fireballs has two small and one medium bead left. So it's got 3 beads left upon it. Someone took the armor.
Yeah, I'll cart it. I mean, I can carry it home without being encumbered. So we just fold it up and put it up in the backpack.
No problem. Okie dokie. So, yeah. So obviously that is that. You are.
Oh, this backpack's getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say this backpack's getting a bit heavy. It's 120 pounds now.
Wow. That's the weight of a whole person. How have the straps not ripped?
Because they're reinforced. You know what I mean? It's this. Yeah. How do you think we carry gold at the mines? You know, practice.
Yeah. Rannick, you are now illuminated beautifully.
No, I'm not, because I'm putting it in my quiver, so it's all put away nicely.
You can only grip it then. Let's unlock tokens. Actually, no, you lot. I'm not going to unlock tokens because you'll be all around the frigging map within 10 seconds. Right. Okay. So you're in this cave, cluttered tiny mounds of carefully sorted junk bones, scraps of armor, broken weapon stone, dead rats, sections of chitin harvested from large vermin. There appears to be 2 exits, one north and one east. On second thoughts, I will basically unlock tokens because it's not letting you pick them. Just don't run off 200 miles an hour.
So Rannick, I mean, she wouldn't have gone south for lunch to the spiders, I don't imagine. But I mean, so presumably that kobold went somewhere else. So, well, I mean, what passageway did she take?
Well, I'll have a look.
Well, she was running this direction, so.
Well, let's see which of these passages is most used.
I just wondered if you had any pals, because it seems a bit of a weird place to sleep.
And if I'm tracking, if there's humanoids, I can re-roll that for a 5. Are there any trails? Not that it really matters.
No effing idea.
We're buggered off that way anyway, so it doesn't really matter that I'm checking. Yeah, look, Stunty, it looks like a half-orc, an alligator, a fox, and a dwarf all went this way quite recently. I imagine they'll be walking into some kind of death trap right about now.
Okie dokie. So, you do. That's quite useful because it is dark, so you have limited vision down here, don't you? I need to put dark mode on so I can see what you can see. That's all you can see.
So, Rannick, you want to go this way or that way?
Well, at the moment, I'm still trying to work out if any tracks go along either of these other than the ones that the party have just left.
No, this is a dungeon, mate. All the monsters never move between the rooms they're put in. You know how it works.
Right. No,
we've got there's 3 different directions to go in. I mean, I can only see not very far, but
I have to say the only downside of actually having the same level of vision as you guys is I can't actually see what's up ahead. So I do actually now need to have GM's version of the map open if I want to see what you can see, but I need to do it that way. Otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah,
so
I wish there was something between the two. That, you know what I mean, of the full dark version of the player view, and you know what I mean.
But tell that lot not to go too far. I'm just going to check up here. I'm not going to go too far. I'm just seeing what's up this way.
Hey, lot, don't go too far.
It splits, by the way, again. Does he know where he's going?
No, that's where he's going.
So Rannick's going to check this weird little alcove thing. and look around it and see what's there.
It just seems to be a dead end.
Let's tap on walls and stuff like that.
Aye, but you don't.
Does that look really suspicious?
Uh-huh.
You have to.
Right, okay. So, let's have a look, see. So, everyone's seeming to be backing up. You didn't recognise this. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. So at this point, not accepting movement just yet. I'm just going to get on with.
I mean, if people are having issues seeing, I mean, I'm sure we've got an ever burning candle somewhere. But
So do I, but it disappears when I'm an alligator.
I would have to stick it on your head or something like that.
Well, for whatever
why not?
reason, Dondrad decided to not go that way, and he knows caves better than I do, so I'm going to follow Dondrad.
Well, I mean, it splits into three passageways, and I don't know which, and I don't want to leave everybody behind. And then Rannick's disappeared. Well, he did say he was going to check a little alcove, but he's taking time, so.
Okay, am I seeing that through the wall, Kev?
Basically you open the secret door, and what you you open the secret door, and there's a sort of bit of netting. As you pull the netting aside, you find a stone giant looking at you.
Right, so there's no possibility I could open the secret door carefully and peer through.
No, I'm afraid it's noisy.
Right, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to say bugger and stab it.
Okay, Arena gets to go first with a joker. Can I have notice checks from...
How many minutes did that take?
Well, let's have a look. Probably only a minute or so.
Okay, fine.
I'm not going to really worry about it. Can I have notice checks from Arena, Schnookums, Bert, Jelsa, and Donjad, please?
Bert got a 5. Schnook's got a 2.
You?
Schnook's has got too much smoke in his nose still.
I can only see as far as Irene. I can only see as far as Amber.
Okay, yeah, you're all fine. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh dear, Rannick's the only one here understands what's heard from behind. Basically, you know those 3 tunnels you had choices of?
Yes.
There's bellowing coming down from all of them.
There's whatting?
Bellowing, and you can hear thundering of feet.
In which case, Rannick will, since the game is up, Rannick will shout out, "Look out! Giants incoming!"
Yeah, you need to back up to where Dondrad is, because that's gonna...
Okay, Arena, you're up. What do you want to do?
Go on hold, I think. I'm just trying to
basically, you can hear giants approaching from that way, giants approaching from that way, and giants approaching from that way.
Back up, no, hold them on the narrow bit.
Yeah, back up to a better position so we can bottleneck.
Yeah.
In fact, Amber's going to go first.
Yeah. 4 inches gets you to there.
I can move one more. I'll go there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at Gatlon. Oh my.
It's an immense use of a joker. Reversing.
Right, so.
Never mind. You know what I'm going to get next turn, don't you? I'm going to get the 3 of clubs.
Mind you, you did give everyone you still gave everyone bennies, which, to be honest, you probably need right now.
Yes, I can totally agree with that.
Oh crap! Really? No, sorry. I'm just reading what he does. Okay, Rannick. Basically, he seems to have rocks piled in various places around his room. He just picks one up and throws it at you. Oh, hits you. I was going to say you lucky thing, but I just realised.
I shouldn't still be vulnerable though.
Point taken.
So it wasn't a miss.
A rock hits you in the face.
Ouch.
Obviously,
You know
not
what?
literally in the face, but in the it was that's an expression, as it were.
That's not me.
No.
I will duck that and just have a shower of rubble all over me.
Indeed. Okay, now what's the pace of a stone giant? The pace of a stone giant is 6 inches. Okay. He's going to have to run. 9 inches gets him to there. Stone giant. Oh, over there. He's going to have to run. Run. Oh, he's going to have to run. Nelson.
Sorry. I can't see what the problem is. I'm just going to back up into the larger room for a little bit because we'll see something coming and see if I can get a look at where Rannick went.
No problem. You can hear an awful lot of thundering feet coming down the cliffs towards you.
They all sound bigger than me.
Yeah, the ground is veritably shaking right now. Ooh, dark vision. Dark vision is quite an eerie green neonness, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the way it makes the edges of the tables glow.
Well, it doesn't for us. We get everything in black and white. But as the GM, you get it kind of funky.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's neon green for a GM dark vision. Dondrad.
Right. Okay. So I think Dondrad is just what I think Rannick's just buggered off to do. You need to come back here,
I'm
Rannick.
coming, but there's giants coming. Did you not hear them shout?
Yeah, no, that's what I just said. That we said that giants were coming.
Aye, and I said there's giants coming too. I'm a little busy at the moment, though, if you don't mind.
I can't hear a word he's saying. All I can hear is mumbling and crunching.
Could you turn that into a 5 round, please, Kev?
Yep.
Thank you. So that is that many. And then I'm going to smack him. And then I'm going to back up.
He does get to hit you if you back off, by the way. He has reach.
Reach what?
2, and that means he's in range of you.
Okay, well, I'll take my reroll to try and hit you.
Sorry, when I say reach 2, I obviously mean reach 2 in terms of fantasy grounds. It's reach 1 in real life.
Yeah.
He's an evil humanoid, yeah.
I will have a go again. He's now going to need a spirit check, or become vulnerable and all depressed.
Why did you have another go out of interest?
Oh, did I? Because I double-clicked. I'll spend a penny then. There you go. Sorry, I double-clicked.
Yeah, that's okay. I was just very confused there. Because you said, I'll have another go, and then you said, I'll get a reroll because it's free, and then I'll have another go. It's my confusion.
So he's not depressed, but I still get that.
I might as well give you the description for the room.
Oh, you bugger.
Are you staying put or backing off?
No, I will back off. If I manage.
He will get it. He will. Oh, you lucky so and so. Okay. Basically, I'm going to say, as you duck as he goes out, and he swings, and the axe gets stuck into the tunnel wall. So he's basically going to have to spend an action dislodging his axe.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Hey, he's going to have to run, isn't he? Inches gets him to there. And he's going to have to run, ain't he? 12 inches. To there. Bert. Shadows emerge from the darkness.
Bert is going to turn into an elder earth giant, or earth elemental.
Elder, Dragon Elder, Drake Elder, Elder Brain, Elder God. Okay, I don't have any Elder Earth Elementals, I'll just have to give you a normal Earth Elemental, I'm afraid to say. Now, do you want the official Pathfinder one, or another one?
No, I don't care.
Interesting. I'm going to give you that one. Oh, hang on. I imagine you're probably bigger than that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm size 9.
Size 9. Flipping hell, that's huge, isn't it?
That is huge, yes.
So that's size 3. That makes him bigger than the stone giants, I think.
Yes, it does.
That's what you were looking for, weren't you? How to be bigger than the stone
I'm also
giants.
immune to any earth-based attacks.
So they can't, rocks don't hurt you, but
they can't harm me at all.
Well, they can. They can with weapons.
Well, but their maul is just a big stone stick. Look at the picture in the monster manual.
A big stone on a stick.
That is without doubt the most beardy piece of rubbish I've ever heard.
That's a bit woolly, that.
They can't throw rocks at you, but I'm fairly confident they can still hit you with weaponry, yes.
Fine. Okay, well, I got a raise.
I'm going to hit you with the sticky end instead of the stony end.
Exactly.
Well, that's just it. In the picture, their maul is just basically like a broken off stalagmite.
Look, I understand. I completely get the logic, but no.
Fine. Okay, but I did get the raise, so I do need you to increase strength, vigor, and toughness all by 1, and the duration to 600, please.
Strength is 13 dice, vigor is 4 dice, toughness is 16, and your duration is 100 combat rounds.
You also
I think they could probably still harm you, but they need to change their underwear first.
I also need to add swap, don't I? And I didn't hear what you said there, sorry.
He said they can hurt me, but they have to change their underwear first. Okay, and that is Bert's actions. And Snookums is like, I'm going to move back here. You guys are all big and squishy. I don't want my tail stepped on.
Fair enough. Second round. See what happens. Roger, sorry, you were on hold. Did you want to act before before the end of the round? Roger?
Yeah, I can't see anything. I'm hoping.
Do you want to stay
somebody
on
can
hold?
pop- Yeah, stay on hold for the next round.
Okay, that's fine. That's why I was asking. Okay, and another run, I think. Okay, this one basically swings his wooden maul at you. Interesting one. I don't deny your logic, but no. Or am I being unreasonable? Let's have a look at a stone giant. In the meantime, let's take the damage. I had more views, I'd ask them, but I don't, so I can't. So,
I think it shouldn't hurt him, and so does my wife.
I'm going to ask the viewers out there if you think the Earth Elementals should be immune to stone giant attacks. Vote yes now. We have to wait 30 seconds. I see what you mean. It is a stalactite, isn't it?
Hell, Bert's a one-man army. We can all just take a break here. I think.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I completely understand the logical argument that you should be immune to it. There's a bug in the Earth Elemental that I need to fix. But at the same time, no. It's just a bit too weird.
That's fine. I just... Yeah.
If he can get the concession out of the GM, he's going to go for it. I mean, come on.
Immune to urn-based attacks, including thrown stones or powers with earth, mud, stone, or sand trappings, which I don't have a problem with. But I think being immune to the rest of the dungeon, I think being immune to the rest of this adventure could be a bit would wind me up a lot.
To the rest of the adventure? I've got to squeeze through some pretty small holes, though.
The whole place is a fortress built for stone giants.
Don't tell the GM that.
No one said you should be immune to the attacks, I'm afraid. So. Now, I freely do concede logically, yes, but game-wise, no.
Interrupting 3.
Okay.
Interrupting. Should we roll off?
Yeah, go for it. You are... you roll first, because you're interrupting me. Are you happy with 3?
It's a fail.
Yes, exactly.
Go on.
I don't even need to roll on a 3, do I?
No.
You know, I'm feeling guilty. But no, I'm sticking with it. I think anything that makes you totally immune to the rest of the rest of the event, no, not the whole of the rest of the event. You know what I mean? No, I'm going to stick to being me. I know it doesn't make logical sense, but that's the way it is. Besides, there is a limit to how many can get near you because they are big. So this one is going to throw a rock at you. This one's going to throw a rock at you. So this is how I balance it out. You know, the big thing, they'll throw rocks at you for quite a while until they work.
See, I get a little bit bigger with each of those rock throws.
They will realise after this one that it doesn't do anything, but That's by the by.
When they've run out of rocks and haven't got any to throw to anybody else.
That was the logic I was using, yes. I think that's how it balances out. Being immune to having rocks thrown at him means he can actually protect the rest of the party by having rocks thrown at him. Okay, the dwarf act moves in at this point before Arena goes. Yep.
Ah, you all clubbed together, didn't you?
You know what that is? That's a bunch of stone giants who've all gone out clubbing.
Don't stone giants look like statues?
Not really. No.
Move.
They've just got granite and angular skin, is all.
I know, I was just being mean.
Right, so we're going to run in there and we're going to cast.
Oh,
nothing.
no, you're not!
Yeah, how's that migraines feel, Dondred?
I'm just going to. You know what happened is you went in there to cast the spell, and one of the rocks shattered on the earth elemental, and the fragments just distracted you as you went to.
I was so patient for them all to line up too. I waited. I just timed that.
Oh.
Dice are fickle.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that the roof's coming in because stone giants.
Okay, chicken leg.
Do you know things? Somebody mentioned.
He's dwarfy loafy.
Somebody mentioned that they might look like statues, and I had to pause to think about it.
There isn't very much room for you to be where you are, Arena. It has to be honest.
I've got a slight problem in my Windows bar is refusing to go away, and I can't get to my character sheet, which is the bottom of the screen.
Right.
Click on your token. It'll open your character sheet.
My character sheet isn't closed; it's just dropped down to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but if you double click on your token on the map, it will open your character sheet.
It's not closed.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's just moved out of the way so you can see the map. But it's now moved into a position that I can't put my mouse.
So close the map. And then you might be
It's not the map that's in the way; it's the Windows bar,
Ah.
which is refusing to close. It's a glitch.
Resize, minimise, remaximise, fancy grants? You know what I mean, hit the resize button.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's still coming up behind. I have to reboot the computer. Just have me.
Alt delete, shut the window.
Please.
Didn't catch that.
Please just have me attack Stone Giant while I reboot.
There must be a bite in here somewhere. A sharp bite, that'll do. Oh,
It's
crud.
going to bite for a while. A raise gets to 10.
Well, you critically failed anyway.
Oh, great.
That was a case of biting
Well.
and all of the crocodile's teeth falling out, wasn't it?
It pretty much was, yeah. Basically, you get it to bite it, and basically a large amount of rock fragments land all around you, and you end up biting into rock fragments rather than stone giant, and it hurts.
Well, I've seen Tom and Jerry cartoons like that.
Okay, so Ganymede yanks his axe out of the wall and steps out to there and swings his hand axe at you again, obviously with a multi-action penalty. Missing.
How does he get a flat +2 from boost fight? Oh, that's me. That's all right then. That's my parry. No, he's got +2 to hit from boost fighting. What?
Bert. Oh, Bert's got dark vision as well.
He's awful.
Can see forever. I would like to know what it would take to move to here.
Okay, now obviously that's moving. I'm going to say you're going to have to I think that's going to be a strength test, isn't it? You're going to force your way through them. Would you agree?
Okay.
That makes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's why I was asking. What do you think it would take? So
We'll do it at like a strength test because you're big enough just to push through both of them. So I've targeted them for you. So make a strength check.
Oh, only a 15. Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm not sure what I did. Oh, of course, I forget strength is the only one that doesn't work with the extension, which is absolutely fine. I'll just open up his character sheet and I'll just do a strength check for him. Okay, no, the first one. Yeah, no problem at all. You literally push your way through them to get to there.
And now I will sweep.
What's your reach?
Surprisingly, my reach is just 1, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
That's a lot of error.
Okay.
That still does. The shaded area still hits all 3 of those ogres, though.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
It does. The shaded area hits all 3 ogres. I'll give you that.
Could you reshare the map, please? Thank you.
I assume you might benny that.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, that's a whole lot of misses. So yeah, let's benny that.
You need 6.
Ah, there we go.
You got the raise, I think.
Oh yes.
This is going to be icky.
Okay, so first damage. Wow.
Only a wound.
Only a wound. Okay, that's a wound on that hill giant. Next one.
You didn't give me the raise on that one.
No, I know. Roll it manually. Because that's the only one you hit from before.
Yeah.
That's a wound. That's another wound. Roll for damage. That's an incapacitation. Oh, that's saying you've already hit that one. Sorry, I shall hold fire a sec. I shall take that down to the next one because that one's already been hit. So that's the wound on that one and the next one. Sorry.
No, it's okay. The dice or the computers acting funny. So.
Yeah. That stone giant is not going anywhere, is he?
No, I only knocked him out.
Incapacitated. Down he goes. And the next one is a wound. And the next one.
Yeah, I lost count, so you'll have to tell me when to stop.
Don't worry, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just saying keep. Yeah, that's what I'm not expecting you to keep count. Don't worry. 4 wounds.
That's just a greasy smear on the wall.
It certainly is. And the next, please. I think this might be the last one. Yeah, it's the last one, I think. Keep going. That's another greasy smear upon the wall. Oh no, he's still standing. Oh god, there were wild cards. If I'd known that, I might have soaked their damage. Okay, I might. Pardon?
They're all wild cards. Ouch.
No, the mercenaries.
Ah.
I might actually. So I'm just going to slightly. I'm just going to retcon that slightly. So you did 8. I'm just gonna undo everything. Only on the ogres. I'm not changing it on the giants. Okay, ogre. So then 26 points of damage to that one, and then you did 38 points of damage to the one that isn't actually on the map yet. So let's put him on the map. Right. So then I'm going to spend a penny to soak that, which I do. Okay. I'm then going to attempt to spend a Benny to soak some of the 3 wounds you did on this one.
Oh, crying out loud.
Which I do. And then the one that you literally spat against the wall. Because he's going to die, he would spend all his bennies. I should spend all his bennies to see if he doesn't die. And the net result is, I'm afraid to say, although it was, as you can see, a lot of bennies used there. And that's everything. But it looked really cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, basically, I come in there and like all these arms kind of come out, and I just spin around a little bit and smack everything.
Yep. And Stux is carrying on cleaning himself.
Well, no, actually, it looks like there's actually something going on, so Snooks will
I
get
just realised
involved.
Dodger didn't heal Stux.
Yeah, I forgot to, too.
Ah.
So we will go up to there, and let's see, 6. I don't think either one of them are wounded. 3, they're both wounded. Okay, so, well, since Arena's here kind of ganged up with me, we'll go ahead and attack number 3.
Number 3. Okay, targeted. Go for it. Stux has 3 bennies left. That's 2 hits. Roll that damage. First one doesn't get through its tough and granite skin. However, the second one doesn't get through its granite skin either.
Yeah, we're just trying to distract him right now.
That sounds good to me. That brings us to Jelsa.
Well, when Jelsa saw that that's bigger than Rannick come around the corner, she dug through her pouches and pulled out a wand that she'd marked with a bright pink lightning bolt.
Right.
Oh no, I'm gonna Benny that.
Bearing in mind a wand of shocking grass has a range of touch.
Okay, well, no, it's not shocking grasp. This is the. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I was going for the wand of scorching. They're right on. All the wands are together. Can I switch? Can I go ahead and do the one I intended?
Yeah, sure. By all means, you can still. Yeah. Which one was it meant to be?
The wand of scorching ray. That's why I mentioned before I used it that.
Yes, yes. No, it's absolutely fine. Yeah.
It's the one I'd carved with a bright pink lightning bolt.
It's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. Obviously, because obviously.
Try to drag it over him. Is it?
I'm just intrigued now.
Every time I try to drag it over him, it shrinks down my whole map.
It's okay. There you go. You hit.
Let me see if it'll let me do the damage. Oh, it didn't do that when I did the damage. Oh, I'm gonna Benny that. No, apparently not. But it still burns up a charge.
It does. I mean, it's just
use.
Hey, Sparkle Tits, try one of these sparklers!
Just a run, sir.
Hey, Rannick, back the hell up!
I'm doing my bloody best, says Rannick. He holds his spear in one hand, spits on his palm, grabs the spear again in a slightly better grip, and spends all of his power points to get that on him.
To do that.
We will take the reroll. Oh, so close. It's a hit though, that will do. And I will back off.
So you successfully hit him, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Okay. His counter attack
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. partial flexibility. Ouch. Okay. So he does get to hit you.
Mhm.
As you back off.
I didn't move after I took my attack. I was going to duck back into the passageway we came
Be
up.
my guest. Be my guest.
Scared me
Running
to
back towards Elsa, and she's running away. It's like, sparklers, sparkle tits, sparklers.
Yeah, cover, Manny, cover!
You're the bloody best.
Arena's going first on the
I'm
Ace
sure
of
he'll be right
Diamonds.
behind me, so I'll get this. I have no doubt.
I'm going to drop form. And use my special bag of tricks and see what I can pull out. I'm kind of hoping for a rhino here.
Oh yes, your bag of tricks.
But you know, you hope for a rhino, you get a dog.
Or a wolf. I'll be nice and give you. I'll give you a wolf.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, in that case, it being small and relatively ineffectual, I think it's going to just try to do agility tricks by running around their feet and being really irritating.
There you go. You have a wolf on added to your party tab, and you should have the wolf stats.
So I think it's going to be weaving in and out of the feet, kind of like this.
Okay, so which one do you wish to perform the trick or the test upon?
I may as well do it on 3.
On 3. Okay, so it's targeted. Wait, let's roll.
Fighting together.
Okay, it's if I've turned the extension off, it's just not. It doesn't work with NPCs. Agility, athletics test would be against
Agility.
agility. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to distract it or make it vulnerable?
Make it vulnerable for me to then hit it.
It is vulnerable. Rannick is up next.
Can I hit as well, or am I out of action?
Activating a magic item is an action, so the answer is yes, you can, but you'd have to turn on your multi-action.
I will take that. It probably won't do any good, but hey.
It hits.
Oh.
Roll for
All right.
damage. You wound it.
Hey!
In fact,
I
you do more than
contributed.
wound it. You more than wounded it. Your combination of wolf and katana attack downs a stone giant.
Nice one! Totally didn't expect that. Excellent.
See, that's
Well, I'm
what I
gonna
do
have
love
to-
when the dice go that way.
I'm going to have to pass my control over to whoever wants it now because I need to go to work.
No problem. Looks like Radix running away.
Have fun,
Come
guys.
back here, Rannick. Get under cover. Hide behind me. Hide behind me, Rannick.
As Tempest stands in the corner, he bellows, "To me, giants! To me!"
And as Rannick backs off towards Jelsa, he says, "Don't be soft. I couldn't hide behind you if you were twice the size. Now, get one of their bloody sparklers out and get ready to chuck it at the bastard when he comes round the corner."
Mine are feeling kind of bossy today, aren't you?
Oh, shut up and fight.
But I have this cool wand, Rannick. And I show it to him. Wave it around in his face. Wow. That is neat, yeah.
Yeah, wave it around at his hip.
Ooh, at his groin. That'll make him shut the hell up.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
Well, I will.
Stone Giant number 5 is going to come into here and attack. But let's get some easy for you to sweep again, you see. Stone Giant number 6 unshakes. Stone Giant number 6 swings. The maul comes crushing down. The dog dives neatly to the wolf dodges neatly to the side.
Good puppy.
Where's his stats? Ace of 6 gets him to there.
He was carrying a rock along with that bloody axe, was he?
Unfortunately, the whole place is made of stones. He literally gouges out the wall and throws it at you. Yeah, he's only holding a single-handed axe. But yeah.
Well, why did he bother to stack up all of those stones then? If he can just gouge things out the sky?
No, I retconned it. I remembered he's using a keen axe. It's a single-handed weapon. So he scooped up. I decided he scooped. I'm retconning that too. He scooped one up rock. He brought one rock with him, and he finally lobbed it at you because he couldn't catch you. Which means it's his last rock as well, which means all the stone giants have thrown their rocks. Anyway, that rock really does hit you though. Oh crap! I didn't realise you had no beddies left. I'll give you one because obviously everyone should at least have one bed.
Why can't Irina give him one?
She's not in line of she might not have line of sight to do so. But anyway, Radix takes a rock to the chest. Jelsa.
Wow. Jelsa's gonna step up next to Rannick and rolling her eyes and getting all teeny dramatic and go, well, alright.
I'm just gonna. It's too late now, but just curious. I just noticed there were set sound effects for Barbarian. Oh yeah, she did have her own sound effects.
Oh wait, that wasn't supposed to be the fireworks. That was supposed to be the confusion. I'll still take the 7, but I gotta move and fix this so I know what's
Fireworks works. It's in range, regardless of what the computer says.
Oh, I know it's in range. But yeah. And then after I grab the wrong one, I'll run it. Oh, that wasn't one of And I'm gonna duck back.
Sorry, Jimmy Monk had just responded to you getting hit in the face with rocks, Rannick.
Boing.
Boing.
Boing. What kind of bloody noise is that from? This rock's made of bloody rubber. Ow!
You better nab Irina, hadn't you? Stone Giants is basically just going to get to there, not be able to do much else because there's too many giants in the way. Stone Giant number 4 is remaining shaken. Over to the dwarf.
So, right, okay, so, I think we'll go to there. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, right, okay, there is more of them. Yes, so, yeah, Bloodlust Burst template.
The whole place is coming alive after the Galamir shouted to me.
Right, so I will cast a blinding light there.
Okay.
Oh, my dice are broken. They're really broken.
Wait, is that splitting headache you're trying to do? That's successful.
Do you know what? I'm going to bend it one more time just for a laugh.
And get another critical failure.
I know. Did you see that there? I was like, oh. So, yeah, okay. So, time to target everybody.
But you're untargeting them. I had them all targeted for you.
Oh, did you? You see? That was me trying to be efficient and everything like that. So,
Let me retarget them. There you go.
Yes, so it was, yes, a lot of points. So,
Hit them with your blind.
so it's only -2, -2.
They certainly do. They really do. Although I needed TPK the entire party only with one fumble. They all made amazing save rolls. Okay, Ogre Mercenary is up first. Okay. Ogre Mercenary is going to move to there. And actually, Ogre Mercenary is just going to back off a bit because he didn't like the fact he got that. He didn't like the fact he nearly got hit, and he's just going to throw a metal javelin at the Earth Elemental.
Had to specify metal, huh?
I don't know what you mean. Okay. We're having an Ogre Hook into Bert. Which you can't bleed as an Earth Elemental. There is that. And that Ogre is remaining shaken. I will rule that basically you can't be, you can't bleed from rending weapons while you're made of stone.
Dongrad is a little too close for me to be able to sweep it.
Damn, should have thought of that.
So we will just, let me see, number 5. Yeah, let's go ahead and just squish number 5 here.
There's an awful lot of noises coming down those tunnels towards you guys.
But it's all right. Perfect.
Okay, that's a good bash. Okay, it's a wound upon stone giant number 5, and up to Schnookums.
Schnooks is going to attack number 6.
Go for it. Oops, 3 berries.
Now he's going to save that in case one of those hammers comes down on him.
Yep, sensible move. Okay. there. Running. There. Running. Centre there. John 10 is running. There. And ran against the Joker, ran against the Joker and remained shaken.
I was about to say I'm going on hold, but you know.
Well, you still can. With the Joker, you can automatically come off.
I'm not on hold.
You have to spend a penny if you want. You have to spend your remaining penny if you want to do anything except be shaken, mate.
Yeah, I get that.
What I'm trying to say is, if you want to go, you have to spend a penny to go on hold. Don't you? Fair enough. Okay, Ogre Mercenary. He is throwing his second metal javelin. It hits. No, not the big combatant. So he's used his javelins. No javelins. Okay. Our second ogre is going to use his ogre hook on the earth elemental. It's doing not a lot. And the third ogre recovers from being shaken, swings his ogre hook at the earth elemental, hitting, doing nothing.
Sounds kind of like somebody's doing some mining in here. Ting, ting, ting.
It's meant to be combat isn't just weaponry. There we go.
We're not using weapons that go tink, tink, tink.
I could turn them off if you want As they are, so. Okay, Arena, over to you, Arena.
Okay, Amber would like to go first. Running up that stone giant, climbing up it, round its neck and pouring at its eyes, flicking Amber's tail in its eyes as an athletics test.
No, when I kill Amber, it'll be your fault, not mine.
Well, it'll be your fault. It'll be totally. And Amber will re-roll that one because Amber has to acrobatic.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shaken, distracted, or vulnerable.
Isn't it creative combat table?
I was just sitting there thinking, is creative combat a setting of the Pathfinder?
I believe it is, yes. We're going to go for distracted.
Yes.
Yeah, the creative combat table is in there, so it must be a setting rule or it wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, exactly. I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, and Amber gets a Benny.
Amber can have a Benny.
Indeed.
Wow. Yes. Actually, no. She can't because she's not a wild card.
In that case, does Arena get the Benny? As Amber is the familiar?
I think what I have to do is... There you go. What you actually have to do, you can do it. You just have to turn the NPC on the combat tracker into a wild card, award the Benny, and then not make it a wild card again.
Yeah.
So Amber goes first and distracts it by flicking a tail in its face. Then the dog goes next, and the dog runs round it again, spots a bit of the stone that it threw earlier, grabs it in its mouth, runs up behind the stone giant, drops it behind it, and then nudges the stone giant in the back of the knee with its really cold, wet nose, using notice as a test against the giant.
Okay. That'll be smart then, go for it. Well, you probably do the stats for that, don't you?
It seems to have. It won't let me fit the die. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's let me fit the die up. That's a raise.
Why is creative combat being on the extension?
Don't know. But we'll make it vulnerable because it's already distracted.
Creative combat's on.
Oh, and then it's got a double whammy, so it's distracted and vulnerable again. Okay, there we go. That'll do. Then now it's distracted and vulnerable. Irina will step in with her adamantine longsword and completely forget she's a wizard because that's what Irina does. And
she's a sorceress, don't forget.
She is a sorceress and a wizard. She's both.
That's what I said. I said she's a sorcerer wizard.
Yeah, she's a sorcerer wizard, so we'll use her sword to hit it.
Did you say she's sort of a wizard?
Sorcerer wizard. He has the sorcerer class edge and the wizard class edge.
You didn't get it, never mind.
I did.
No, that was meant to be an attack, which didn't happen. Why?
Because you rolled fighting rather than actually, you rolled the fighting skill rather than the attack.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, that's a dead stone giant. Wow.
Puppy power!
Yep, it's bleeding out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to step over here next to Rannick. Go shake it off, Rannick. And then I'm going to do what he asked me to do. That, and that's with the raids. And I added a power point for hinder. So it hits hinder, vulnerable, and distracted.
Wait for it. Fly away.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
So you scroll down to, basically you've got them targeted, so you just scroll down to the bottom and you click the effects that you want to apply to the foe. It's as simple as that.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go and get under cover. I'm gonna duck back.
As Jelsa ducks back, Rannick will say, "Don't be soft."
You go with your Joker bonus.
One of those rocks squish me, Rannick.
And we'll move forwards.
For the record, you only had to move to there.
I wanted to move 4 inches.
I
know you wanted to be 4 inches to get your Rhino charge bonus.
And don't you get a bonus for
I do. That was why I wanted you to make them vulnerable.
Ah, you're welcome.
He's running some Ranger Rogue.
And then we're going to do that.
I think Dogdrad and Bert are the only, and Jelsa are the only single class individuals left.
Well, Bert is technically dual class because he's got Arcane Archer.
Yes, he is. He's taken a prestige class edge.
What is
Jelsa is probably the only single class. Actually, Jelsa is classless. Oh no, she's a rogue.
The rogue, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Artificer?
Okay, so you words. That's a lot of effects there. So you hit Galamir
With a raise.
with a raise. That's a tad annoying.
Ooh. That's a tad annoying.
I imagine it must be. Okay, is that was Jelsa? So it's over to Bert.
Oh, I'm backing up at my last 2 inches of movement then.
He gets to swing at you, doesn't he?
He does.
It's a good swing, I suspect.
Oh dear.
It's a good swing, but and it does catch you, I'm afraid, as you back off.
Yep. I'm fine. I'll live with that.
But
Bert's actually going to go on hold. I'm hoping Dondra will back up.
yeah, Dondra's the only one in the way.
Oh, that
Stone
might
Giant-
come in candy.
Stone Giant number 5 remains shaken. Stone Giant number 7. Thank you, Nick. Stone Giant number 7 runs. It's not very far. Stone Giant number 8 runs. It's a bit further. Actually, Stone Giant number 9. Then he gets 10. Stone Giant. Oh right. Oh, he's meant to have run. So I moved the wrong one at some point. So we'll just do that instead. This guy runs to get to there. Unfortunately, that means he has a rock available. They all have one rock. But Rannick, you avoid the rock as another stone giant appears behind the general and lobs it in your general direction.
Oh dear.
Okay, this stone giant swings, but it doesn't critically fail the attack. Dondrad.
Right, okay, this could get interesting. Dondrad, multi-action. First action, we shall roll Faith. Oh, come on. That's a success. So first action, I'll take out a scroll and I will slap Bert on the back of the leg with it, and then I will run like hell.
What was the scrap?
This is going to be a bit bad.
Please tell me you haven't cast growth on an earth elemental that's already died.
Oh yeah, run like hell.
Right. I am going to have to check stuff out. Because he may well be getting too deep in the cavern. Did you just cast
Just off a
growth on
shit. Yep.
Okay, right.
Well, it's clear you're trying to kill us. We're going to do what we can to prevent that.
Anyways,
I
so
don't have a problem with that.
and then the second action, we're going to target Bert. And then we're going to cast this. Benny that as well. Come on, get it out. No, it's not great. It's not going to work.
Okay,
No, it's it.
what were you going for?
I was going to boost fighting.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's fine. I just wanted to. Okay, so powers. No, down here. I'm doing grow. What was the scroll? You need to use the scroll. Don't forget.
Yeah, I've got to just finish that off. So,
I just need to know whether it was major or not.
no, I don't know because it just says the scroll.
Okay.
So
Scroll of growth
applied
1
it.
times. Okay. Growth increases size by 1 for every 2 power points spent. Okay. So it's just going to be a standard scroll of growth, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've given them size plus 1 strength, 1d6.
1 step for every 2 power points. Yeah, so it literally being he's size 10, isn't it? Okay, so you've made him size.
Size 11. His strength goes up by type, and his just goes up by 1.
Size 10. Okay. He's. Hang on, and size 9, he's potentially up to 50 feet tall, which I think might be too big for this cavern anyway. You've now made him size 10, which makes him 63 feet tall. I think he might be a bit cramped, believe it or not, down it.
Oh, if it makes it worse, I won't do it. But I'll start first.
No.
I'll make him wider rather than taller.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you've got really, really long arms now.
I don't think it matters. I mean, the giants aren't that big. I think, technically speaking, he might be in trouble. But anyway, so his strength is up to 14 dice. His vigor is up to 5 dice. His toughness is now 17.
Yeah, and
He's now
I'm
size 10.
and I'm kind of a bit shy, running away, and a bit too. I didn't get the second spell off.
Did you see him grow there? Did you see Bert grow there? He grew.
He's got bones up to the bottom. He just kind of melts into the distance. He can still float around and do stuff.
He's there, isn't he?
It's got a hinder on, so.
He's got a hindrance on him. See, yeah, good point. That limits his pace to 4, doesn't it? So he's got to hit Rannick, I'm afraid to say. And he really hits Rannick. Oh shit!
Rannick dies.
Yeah, Rannick dies. That's a really big hit on Rannick. Oh, jeez, it was nearly a. Oh, you're okay. You're not dead. You're not dead.
It's just unconscious.
You're out. You're out, and you've suffered a permanent injury. Oh no, you healed 24. It's not permanent. It was nearly double 1, which would have been a bit unpleasant. Okay, you're battered basically, which I think is rather effective given how much damage you've taken from that giant. Smack, and down he goes. Okay, you're now on hold, technically speaking. Okay, Stone Giant number 4 remains shaken. Don't forget, I think certain people are still on hold. After they got bigger, I think they might have forgotten they're still on hold.
Oh yes, I did forget I'm still on hold. Yeah, let me go ahead and sweep.
But it's the end of the turns, it's the end of the round, so you shall come off hold and do your sweeping.
I think that's a lot of missing.
Damn it! That second spell to work. Make it easier.
Let's Benny that. Come on, explode. Oh, bother. You know what? I'm feeling gutsy. Let's go ahead and do that again.
I think it's a good. This is the last action we shall do today. I think with Rannick being incapacitated, it's a good time to leave it.
Fine.
Don't forget, it's a good time to leave it. However, don't forget, Arena, you have common bond and quite a lot of pennies left.
I'd blow the
Send
bennies.
them.
Let's give a penny to Bert then.
Exactly.
Maybe we should have given one to Rannick who would say.
Yeah.
They are in a different room.
Yeah, no, she's right next to Bert. Yeah.
That gives me a chance to ask about an aspect of my power next game. So.
Yeah, I just can't quite get that hit. It's parry 6, and the best I've rolled so far is a 5. So
Higher, Bert. Higher. No, lower, up. Left a bit.
Does Arena want to give her last penny to Bert or save it for PowerPoints?
Yes.
yeah, lots of 5s, guys. Sorry about that.
Was that yes to PowerPoints or yes to Bert?
Say 5's first, PowerPoint later.
Did I mishear that? Was that give it to Bert, PowerPoints later?
I said say 5's first, PowerPoint later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Say
Okay.
fighter first.
Yeah. So one more last penny to Bert then. Yes!
Oh, and now I get to... Okay, it's a raise.
That's the way to end the session. See what the damage is. Right, here we go. We've got a fair few rolls here. Start rolling. Okay, Ogre Mercenary 2 has 2 bennies left. He will spend both of them in an attempt to negate the damage and fail miserably and take 2 wounds. Okay, roll again. That's a wound on the Ogre. He's looking very battered, and I believe next will be Stone Giant number 5. Go for it. It's like you're rolling ridiculously low numbers, and then you get to add so much damage on it. It does help.
Yeah, it kind of balances out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. That's a That's an incapacitated Stone Giant. That brings us to another roll for the next Stone Giant. That's a wound on that Stone Giant. I think there's one left looking at the token.
I believe so, yes.
Yep. Yep, one left. Go for it. Oh, this might be a bit more impressive. Yeah, 2 wounds. Down it goes. It's a good sweep.
Yeah, once we spent, 8 bennies, I think?
Yeah, indeed already. But we shall leave it there with monsters coming from every corner of the dungeon and Rannick down.
And that's what there's something I specifically want to ask you about, but it's something I'd rather not, discuss in the group.
It's fine.
yet.
That's absolutely. That's okay. We
I
can
like
chat
I
about
like
it.
Gnome. If I can't surprise them, what the hell's the fun of it?
To be honest, to be honest, actually, I mean, from he was trying to get to Jelsa because Jelsa was being more annoying than you were, Rannick. But obviously, the hinder slowed him down, so he just swung at you on his way to get to Jelsa. You desperately trying to protect Jelsa was obviously your downfall there, as you literally got backhanded with a key axe and into a wall. And that's where we shall leave it, with quite a lot of Stone Giants pouring in behind the party and Rannick down and Jelsa on her own. What will happen? Will this be the end of the Heroes of Sandpoint?
Oh no, because closer to Gnome, she's got an idea.
Next.
She's got an idea.
Which in and of itself is scary.